Thanks for tuning in to learn about what can be done to reduce the risk of business cardiovascular disease. This video will help introduce you to some of the more foundational parts of the business CPR management system to help you make better decisions. And these better decisions really are key if you're a business owner that's struggling with erratic cash flow, weak profits, and have trouble utilizing the reports that are available in your business. If you have any of these three conditions, you're at increased risk of flatlining from business cardiovascular disease. That happens because management isn't positioned with the right practices over their cash, profits, and how to utilize the information available to them to create a healthy operating rhythm. That's what makes business much more difficult. Think about it from this perspective. Business CPR starts with proactive management of cash. That's the cash circulating throughout your business every day. It continues with your profit management practices that are associated with converting sales into profits. The better you are at doing that, the higher your cash reserves are going to be. It's that simple. Now, yeah, okay, it's easy to say, but hard to implement. And what makes it hard is not having the management tools in place to really manage your cash flow from profits through better reporting. Let's pause to appreciate the significance of this by looking at what happens to a person who bleeds out. Yes, that's a pretty horrible image that I just placed in your mind, but what I want you to appreciate is the fact that when an artery is damaged, you have up to 10 to 15 minutes of survival before things start to collapse. In other words, if you can't get control over a damaged artery, you will starve your heart of blood. And as your heart becomes starved of blood because the arteries don't have enough blood flowing through them because it's leaking out, the heart will then have nothing left to pump. And when that happens, you will cease to exist. Now think about it from the standpoint of what happens to your brain when your heart starts pumping. When your heart starts pumping, you have roughly 4 to 6 minutes to get that heart pumping properly. Otherwise, you're going to cease functioning because your brain will become dead. In other words, the failure of the blood to flow from the heart up into the brain to keep it nourished with blood and oxygen puts you at extreme risk of becoming brain dead. This is why I like to think about the business CPR management system in the context of a healthy heart. A healthy heart, we take out of life a lot of worries and a lot of concerns. And when we bring in the business CPR management system, we position the management team to make better decisions, particularly as they relate to converting cash generated from sales into profits. And that occurs by amplifying your ability to work with your management reporting. Here on the screen are a few of the associated phrases defining what amplify means. What I wanted us to appreciate for just a moment is that amplifying is about expanding something. It's about giving you the ability to see things that you haven't been seeing. That's what amplifying your management reporting does for you. It helps you to develop a greater understanding of what's going on. You can see where the issues are and appreciate the type of urgency that you need to move forward. Because your business is always trying to communicate to you where it's in pain. In other words, where it's spending more than it should. And when you utilize your management reporting, you're able to better see the disconnects that management needs to go in and deal with. Now let's consider the central nervous system to appreciate the power of reporting. When I think about the central nervous system, I think about the brain, the spinal cord, sensory organs, and then the nerves that connect all of this together throughout the body. The central nervous system is how we control our bodies. Either consciously or subconsciously, even unconsciously, our central nervous system is how we control our bodies. And those of you who have watched a few of these videos can appreciate that if I was to have my hands handcuffed, I would have a tough time communicating. I'm not even aware of these movements that I'm making, but that's coming through my central nervous system. So the central nervous system is constantly sending signals through the neurons, and it's transmitting non-stop. And when that transmission stops, we cease to exist. That's because our central nervous system is what keeps everything functioning. So the R in business CPR stands for reporting. And here I'm trying to help us appreciate, by connecting it to the central nervous system, that businesses who do not use their financial data that's produced every day through the different transactions that occur across a business, who don't use the roll-up of that information through their reporting to see how their business is performing, rob themselves of the opportunity to make better decisions. In fact, the primary objective of management reporting is to provide useful information for decision making. Here I'm showcasing the 4 primary decision making approaches and what the associated effort is on the decision maker from both time and energy expended. The point is, you don't get to utilize any one of these 4 decision-making approaches when you don't have good information to make the best decisions. And this is why I like the view of the stoplights, because your business, through your financial reporting, is telling you where to stop things. It's also telling you where things are good to go, just keep at it. And then there are certain times where your reporting is going to tell you to slow down, be cautious, because something is happening that may need adjusting or fixing. But the point is, your business reporting can help you make these go, no-go decisions. And the one thing I put at the bottom of this is that, remember, a no-go decision or a no decision is the same as a no-go decision. And that's what reporting enables you to do, is to make these decisions with confidence. The other thing to appreciate about the power of reporting is that those who fail to use their management reporting to assess what's working and what isn't keep their business at unnecessary risk of flatlining, because they're never fully aware of the quality of the profits flowing through their operations, nor do they have an appreciation of what their financial position is relative to what they planned it to be, relative to what it was in the previous period they're looking at. The point is, those who don't use the R in business CPR keep their C and their P at risk. And that's because your financial statements help you see your business. They help you appreciate what's working and what isn't, because that information is there and readily available for you if you know how to utilize these 3 primary financial statements. So the essence of business CPR, what we refer to as the essentials of business CPR, is how businesses of any size can counter the combination of wasted time, money, and risk on both cash flow and profits that naturally occur every day. That's what business CPR helps do. And it starts with understanding the relationship across your net sales through your variable, fixed, and non-operating expenses, and how they impact first gross profit, then operating income, and ultimately net income. when you understand the relationships across this, you're able to get the full benefit of the business CPR management system, because what this system is intended to do is to improve management's ability to continuously convert the cash generated from sales into higher profits for greater cash reserves. So if you're a business owner that is constantly operating your business without much of a safety net, in other words, you don't have a lot of cash reserves, and you're seeing a continued erosion in your profits and more strain in your life because of the tightness of cash, then you're invited to go to businessfitnesscheck.com to see your cardiac arrest or your business cardiac arrest risk profile. This profile will help you see how at risk your business is to flatlining over the next 3 years. Or if you're looking for another video to watch, go to this video, which helps you understand how this business fitness check tool will help you learn if your business is fit enough to compete. Because if it's fit enough to compete, then it should be and will be fit enough to generate profits that will allow you to build cash reserves. Again, the opportunity is to appreciate the current state of your business by going to businessfitnesscheck.com. Take the test. We'll be happy to review your results at no cost. That's because we believe in what we're doing and we know how it can help you enjoy your business more. And when I talk about enjoying your business more, I talk about making more money with less stress. It doesn't need to be that stressful when you know what to look for and what to act on. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you joining me. Goodbye.